Alrighty, hello again, this is Thrice Majestus, and we're back in Elite Dangerous Odyssey, picking up right where we left off last night, and we're still on a restricted schedule due to my eyes. Left eye's pretty good, but the right one is having some troubles. Of course, the right one's my dominant eye, so that could be a problem. Oh, excuse me. System map. Alright, so I'm way out here. This one doesn't have any features. This one doesn't have any features. Time to go on to the next system. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Alrighty. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical.
Hey, Shane.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Welcome back.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
No features. Okay. No one has scanned anything. System map. Well, no one scanned that. All right.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
System scan complete.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oops. System map. Oh. Hey, I get firsties on this. Cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hello, Tamboreo. Yep. Oh, I'll be jumping for a long time.
System scan complete.
System scan complete. System map. Another system that I've done the first person to. Cool.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hope we don't have too many more of these brown dwarfs in a row. All I see bodies. Okay.
System scan.
And no life forms to scan. Okay. On to the next.
Frameshift drive
Hey, a red dwarf. That's good.
Fuel scooping.
Yep. Find a lot of good stuff in those systems. Don't generally find much in brown and red dwarf systems.
Warning. Temperature critical.
But,
Fuel scoop disengaged.
it all adds up eventually, and I'm technically heading for my carrier.
Fuel scooping. Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop complete.
Alrighty. Okay. Oh, 2 bios. Alright, we got work to do in this system. Added geos.
System scan complete.
System map. Alright, what do we got here? Nothing on that planet. Those are not landable. This one is. That has 2 bios. So we'll be going to that one. Geo. Geo. Nothing. 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 Geo. Nothing. 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 Okay, so we get 2 bios here. All right. Only a bacteria and something else. System map. And I'm the only one that's ever been here. All for me. Oop, don't hit the planet.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Bacteria and fonticula again. Okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
Doo-doo-doo. Bugs and mushrooms. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, here's my first mushroom.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Doo-doo-doo. think this is one I've seen before. Really? Okay, fine, I'll grab this one. Now for the bacteria. Oop, there's it. Stands out looking into the starlight, huh? Okay.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Okay. Alright, so let's go this direction some. Yeah, it's a really nice planet. Nice, pretty color. I do enjoy going and seeing all the variety out here. Beats the heck out of fighting Thargoids. Whoop, there's one. Right there. These things seem to be kind of scarce right here. That's okay. We can find a few. Little persistence. Come on. Looks like the instance server is having a little trouble getting me an instance. Wonder how long before it times out. Hope I don't have to find out. Tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. Even though it's not tick tock, it's step, 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 but whatever. Come on. Either error out or give me an instance. Well, this is a bit of a bummer. All right, we'll try and get back in game. Well, that worked at least. Yeah, but at least I was able to get out of it easy enough. And everything's where it belongs. Didn't have to recall the ship from orbit or anything like that. And this is one of those contrasts where it's actually better to go directly into the light from the star, because the reflectivity of the planet is very different from the reflectivity of the bacteria, so it stands out pretty good. Of course, it helps if there's any there to see. Oh, we have no. Nopes. I thought those two patches of rough and dirt would, but nope, not that. Where are you? Bingo. This time I didn't get any walk. Oh, whatever. Small patch. I got lucky to even spot that. Alrighty. And a pretty planet. Wouldn't want to sunbathe out here, a little cold. Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, that's right too. I relogged, so I gotta replot the route.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Galaxy map.
Here's the galaxy map, Commander.
Alrighty.
Frameshift drive charging.
On to the next.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature critical.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Oops. Nothing there.
System scan complete.
Alright, nothing on this system, but system map. I'm the first one that's ever been here. So, hey, that's cool. And that's going to keep happening for a while, I think.
Frameshift drive charging.
That Tamboreo is just experience. Basically, right now, the only thing I'm caring about is if I'm going to find a bio. So I'm looking at one spot on the screen and the rest just doesn't matter. If I find a bio, well, then I really stop paying attention and I just scan it without paying any real attention.
Fuel scooping.
Because I know I'm going to go back for a closer look in the system map later.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping complete.
So if you see, when I do this, up here in the top right under features it says none. Okay, I'm not going to care about that one. So I look for none, and none is there, so I'll keep going. None. 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 Now the other thing that matters on this screen is I've actually bound the the zoom in and out to my mouse scroll button, so I'm able to scroll in and out really fast, and that does help.
System scan complete.
All right, nothing worth looking any further at here. However, system map. I'm the first person here. Cool.
Frameshift drive
On
charging.
to the next.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, I guess somebody. Oh no, it's stars. All right.
Fuel scooping complete. Warning. Temperature critical.
All right. So. No features there. None there. None there. And suspiciously empty of, oops, bios. So that's what I'm looking for right here. Features biological too. Okay. Whoops, I'm not going to get out there. I'm out of time. All right, so we'll finish scanning the system and 5. Oh my goodness. Go mine. Relatively anyway. How much was in that one? 2. Having 5 bios in Jesus, another one. 2215.
System scan complete.
System map. And everything is out at the Sea Star. How far is the Sea Star? 17,000. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. And that one's one of the ones with the bio. So we've got 1. I'll mark that. Which is probably bacteria. 5. 2. 2. 0. And probably the rest is 0. 1, 5, 2, and 2. Okay. That's a pretty good system. In fact, I think this is the best system I've run into so far. So actually, I will leave it for tomorrow night because, oh no, let's see. I have 10 minutes. I can fly out there. Won't be able to scan anything on the first planet, I don't think, but I'll at least fly out there to cut short the preamble tomorrow night. That's true. I could at least land on that one. It's only 1 bio, probably a bacteria. But to land, I have to first scan the planet. It's always something. Well, I apparently still have at least 2 more treatments in each eye, and then they will evaluate them. My next treatment is at the end of the month, and then there's a month between that one and the next one, and then they do the evaluation and decide what needs to be done further. So my basic problem is that I've had salt deposits grow in the back of my eyes, and they're dissolving them. One eye is much worse than the other. And if you've never been terrified of needles, you will definitely be terrified of needles after going through this. Not really painful, disorienting. Yeah, well, the salt's basically gathering on the back of the eye, on the surface, and it's getting in the way of the rod and cone cells so that I'm not able to see clearly because everything is refracted through the salt. So, although after this first treatment, one of my eyes, my left eye, is a whole lot better, and my right eye is worse. So it shifted things around, but it made the refraction more disorienting. So we'll go for treatment round 2 at the end of the month, and then a month later we go for treatment round 3, and then they evaluate. And they will decide whether or not, one or more of my eyes require more treatment. I'm expecting at this point my right eye to require more treatment because it really didn't respond all that well. Thanks, I really appreciate that. This is, stuff in and around the eye is absolutely terrifying. Especially since the first time through they had a blood vessel in my right eye and I had like droplets of blood in the middle in my vision. It was like crazy. Not something I'm happy to experience again, but I got to go through with this and get all the salt out. It's a very good idea. Your eyes are very important. But the way they discovered this, I mean, I've been having my eyes looked at for years, but they saw a rapid degradation at the back of the eye on the retinal scans and photographs of the back of the eye. So they sent me to a retinal specialist. Oh, you're about my age. All right. So yeah, good time to get looking at it. Even if you only just end up just getting glasses, then it's a night and day difference. You just don't realize how much you've missed because it's so gradual. It gets worse so gradually. Yeah. Those of us who can still remember the first moon landing, yeah. Yet another reason this game is so much fun for me.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Bacterium! Yay! My parents were very much fans of the space program, so they sat me down in front of all the launches. And once my brother was young enough to, or was old enough to sit next to me, they sat us both down next to the TV for the launches. So it was definitely a part of my very early growing up, being woken up in the middle of the night, which is part of why I remember it so well. Be plopped down in front of the TV and watch either a rocket launch or a guy get, a crew get recovered, or the actual lunar landings themselves. It was something. And that first landing really sticks out in my head, because that's the only landing where my brother was not sitting next to me. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, this is not an auspicious. I was quite young, but I developed a phenomenal memory early on. Unfortunately, I lost that. The moon landing is among some of my very earliest memories. Most of them I can't actually place a time and date on. They're just somewhere back in that area. But that, of course, since that date is well known, I know exactly when that was. And like I said, the one thing that distinguishes that one out was the fact that my brother was not there. Nice. I can't say I've met anyone out of any of the space programs, but I have met some very interesting people over my lifetime. Jack Kelly, Mr. Boston Marathon himself, came to my high school to speak to us. Aha! Well, that's cool. Back in high school, I was on both the track and cross country teams, so it was very interesting to meet and talk to a famous runner. Cool. And I actually ran the Boston Marathon my freshman year in college. That was an experience. Yeah, way back then. 86. Well, actually, technically 87. Tamboreo, I paid my way through college. I had a few small, $300 to $500 awards for, scholarship, a few other things like that. And the only way I really ended up going to college was my SAT scores were rather high, and the state of Massachusetts had, or probably still has, a small program for people who do so well that they waive the tuition for Massachusetts state colleges. So I only had to pay fees. Of course, the Mass state colleges, the fees are, oh my God, anywhere from 3 to 10 times the tuition. But I was able to, from basically working in the summer, pay for everything up into my senior year. Actually, up and through my senior year. And I had 2 years of grad school. The second year, I had to borrow a little bit of money. Not much. Paid it back shortly thereafter. So, electrical engineering. With math and computer minors. I wish. It's not a bad living, I'll grant you that. But I took that with a purpose, though, because yeah, although I'm definitely wasn't the biggest brain either in the program or even in my dorm, but that's a different story. But I took the electrical engineering program, deliberately picked up the computer science minor because really what I was talented at was computer science. But the computer science programs taught programming as a science, not as an engineering discipline. So they taught you the theory behind programming, behind compilers, this, that, and the other thing, but they didn't teach you design skills. So I took a computer-heavy electrical engineering degree to pick up the design skills and programming skills at the same time. I probably could have double majored. But that's what I ended up doing. And it's stood me well for a long career. I almost ended up rich. but the stock market crash came at just the wrong time and turned my golden handcuffs into a lead weight. Oh well, it was still a success of a sort. My company got bought. If I could have cashed out before the market collapsed, I would have been able to retire 20 years ago. But oh well, life happens. I have certainly had a lot of fun during my career, working on everything from surgical lasers to cell phone operating systems and large-scale messaging-based distributed systems. So I've done a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of fun stuff. Got to babysit my laser in an operation. That was fun. Yeah, it's nice. Um, so I've got a great amount of appreciation for the work that's gone into this game. Um, yeah, when they first came out with the game before they got stockholders to basically take over and tell the company what to do, this game was extremely high quality, extremely low bug rate, absolutely fabulous. Then they had to go out and get money. And unfortunately, that caused issues with the quality of the software. Quality dropped like a stone. Then Mr. Braben bought out the yeah. So Mr. Braben bought out the stockholders because he got sick of that, and now we have a very high quality game again with the bug rate going way, 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 way down. Um, so the other thing between this and the other space games, I mean, this game is a simulation. It's a flight simulator. It's a trading simulator. It's a spaceship simulator. It's a simulation of the entire Milky Way galaxy. All 400 or 500 billion stars, they're all there. Um, so this is just, I mean, the scope of this game is insane. And then, of course, you've got the Thargoids. You can do everything in this game from, just being a ground combat bozo, getting shuttled from system to system to system, just doing ground combat. And if that's the game you like, it's here. All the more power to you. It's not, you can tell from my attitude, it's not my favorite thing. But you can do it, and you can have a whole lot of fun doing it. You can do things, you can hang out in open if you just want to fight against other players in spaceships. Yeah, that works just great. You can go deep space exploring, which is one of the things I really love to do. And seeing all of the planets out here and all of, everything out here is just so amazing. Going out and seeing what's out here, I can just do this forever. Uh, you can fight the Thargoids on ship or now even on ground combat. You can go in for piracy. You can do mining. I mean, it's just amazing what you can do. Yeah, it would be great to be doing this for real, wouldn't it? I would love to. Um, I would love to just get one of these, a ship just like this one and just fly across the galaxy, exploring planets, systems. I could just do this. Um, it would, I just would, I'd love to do it. I would just love to do it. Um, so I get to pretend that I can do it. Um, actually, speaking of which, I'm hoping soon to get a couple upgrades to my system here. I'm planning on getting a new Tobii IX head and eye tracker, so that I can look around from the combat rather than staring straight out all the time. I can't, with this, I can't look to the right, look to the left without turning the ship. So can't wait till I can afford to get myself a new Tobii, which should be happening within the next month. Oh, I can't wait. Um, but I'm sitting here with a setup where I've got, I know I will. I had one before till it broke. I just haven't been able to afford to replace it. You go back and look at some of my earlier videos before it broke, and you'll see me looking around in the cockpit. It's not as much fun on ground. I haven't figured out how to set it up right for going around on the ground, but in the ship it's fabulous. I may just have to turn it off for going to ground mode. Anyway, that is for the future. I would also like to be able to go to either an ultra-wide display or 3 displays side by each to get a panoramic view. And then, of course, I wouldn't need the Tobii because I got the panoramic view. But I don't have the system for that. Maybe someday. The Tobii just, I love the way it works. It's of all the head tracking systems, that one is by far the best. And they're not even paying me to say that. I started out with one of their earlier versions, and when the newer version came out, I switched up to that. And I loved the first version, and the second version just blew my mind. Absolutely just blew my mind. It was so much better because they added, on top of the head tracking, they added the eye tracking to it, and so you could get both smooth and fine movements dialed in on it. It took and it really didn't take that long to calibrate either. It took me like 5 minutes to calibrate. It was incredibly easy. And boy, did it change gameplay. Oh, wow. Immersion goes up by a factor of 1,000. A factor of 1,000. It's just absolutely amazing. It was a lot of fun running with it. It's just it died, and I haven't had the money to replace it. I should shortly, and I will be definitely replacing it. The other thing I'll be getting soon, my throttle and stick are up on top of my desk, which is about 4 inches too high. I'll be getting a chair mount system to mount the throttle and stick. I'm gonna have to adjust where my monitor is. I might have to get either a wall or a desk mount retracting arm, or yeah. I found when I was able to play a lot longer, that my wrists and shoulders would get tired because the throttle and stick are too high compared to where I'm sitting. So it really the chair mount systems have come way down in price. So they're now at the point where I'm saying, yep, I'm going to get me one. So that'll be fun, having stuff down at the right level. I may have to get some USB extension cables so that I don't get wrapped around the cords or anything like that. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I have plans for upgrades to my gaming rig. The Tobii, yes. chair-mounted throttle and stick? Yep. Desk-mounted display so I can move it to the right distance? Yep. Oh yeah. Um, this game has basically taken all of my gaming time. I really don't play a whole lot of anything else. Um, I did play Hogwarts. Um, but it was played as a secondary game behind this when I had time. Um, and right now I'm not playing anything else but this. So, although I do have to limit my screen time because of my eyes at the moment, so of course I can't play anything more. DCS, not familiar with that one. I probably should be. Um, I do like flight simulators a lot. Unfortunately, I don't have deep enough pockets. Okay, I don't think I played that one. I don't have deep enough pockets to play Microsoft Flight Simulator. Do anything that isn't monotonous. You really have to buy a lot of stuff, and you're very soon, coming up on $1,000. Really, I might have to look that one up then. Um, One that I got exposed to at one of my jobs was X-Plane. And I really liked X-Plane. I liked it a lot. But again, for the longest time, it's been, kind of out of reach price-wise. But using X-Plane, I was one of the... Okay. Then CS is probably Combat Simulator. I don't know what D is. Maybe I should look it up. DCS, Digital Combat Simulator. Free to play? Oh, okay. Free to play, it's this advertisement type thing. Okay. Products, DCS World. Doesn't say how much it costs. No, it is free. TF-51, nice. Oh, I see. The base game being free, and then a lot of the fun stuff you have to buy, but then me too. I mean, this looks right up my alley. Um, so the game is free, but some of the locations and a lot of the aircraft are not. Okay. Planes, helicopters, terrains, campaigns, other. Normandy, Caucasus, South Atlantic, Marianas, Syria, Channel, Persian Gulf, Normandy. Oh, the Nevada Test and Training Range. Nice. So all the extended stuff you have to pay for. All right. Planes. See what we got. Mirage, Mosquito. Yeah, you get one map free. Oh, the A10C. I gotta buy it. My absolute favorite plane. And the A10C 2 Tank Killer. Yes. Yes. Yeah, but I can see why you'd want to buy the other maps. Helicopters. Black Shark. AH-64D. Nice. The Hind. Oh, that's a brutal. Huey. Yeah, but I bet it integrates perfectly with the throttle and stick I've got. Nice. Other? What's under other? Oh, they got a carrier. You could do carrier launch on this thing. That's cool. All right, I may very well have to start playing this game. Something that could actually start flying an A-10 off a carrier. That sounds like fun. I may very well have to get that, especially since the base game is free, which means I probably wouldn't cut. And the first thing that I would probably buy is the A10C. I don't think I could play. I could not buy that. How much is the A10C? Okay. Oh, the game is not compatible with Steam. All right. Oh, interesting. There's two ways to buy things. You can buy things on cash or miles flown. I'm very glad you said something about this. This looks like I'm going to have to get it. So it looks like you can either buy the planes cash, or if you fly enough miles, it's so for 7,990 miles is $79.99 So I could, if I flew almost about 8,000 miles, I could get the A10C for free. That's what it looks. That's what it looks like. Nice. A10C is definitely. Yes, it is. And when I was a kid, I got to sit in the cockpit of one. Went to a an air show, and I got to sit in the pilot's seat and put my hands on the controls. Back when they let you do such things. Oh my. That's cool. I actually fly, elite with the Thrustmaster HOTAS Warthog, which is a licensed replica of the A10C throttle and stick. Which means with the integration in game, everything would just line up. Yeah. But yeah, I actually just replaced my original Warthog set because things were starting to wear, and I didn't realize just how far they had worn out until I replaced it with a new one. I was going to try and fix the old one because a couple of the buttons and hats were not working right anymore. And then I realized everything was severely downgraded once or severely worn once I put the new one in place. I was like, I didn't even notice how far worn this thing was, and I was still flying very well. But changing over to the brand new one, it's just like, yep. Oh, this feels so good. So, yeah. Anyway, I have work in the morning, so I have to get my behind in bed. Um, Overstayed my time I'm allowed to be up. I got to go get my eyes closed so they continue to heal. So at this point, I'd like to thank everyone who came along for the ride this evening. It was great having you all along. Shane and Tamboreo, thank you guys very much for joining me. And Tamboreo, I am definitely going to be getting that other game. I just have to figure out when I'm going to end up downloading it. But I've got that page linked on my laptop right now. I'm going to bring it up on my gaming PC, and maybe this weekend I'll download it. I will definitely let you know. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it because this weekend is just absolutely jam-packed with stuff that has to. One of those when stuff has to happen at a specific point in time. Well, that's all this weekend. It's going to be a crazy weekend. At any rate, thank you all for joining me. We'll pick this up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.